So I cleared everything out. At least, as far as I know, I cleared everything out. And here's this. I might get that. I don't know how to get there. See if I can get there.
You cannot help but flinch whenever I use my skills. You think, this time he's definitely gone full demon.
It's not personal.
If you're watching me in battle, you leave yourself open to our actual enemies.
The power of the demon-possessed assassin should make up for how twitchy everyone else gets, right?
As you were saying?
You were saying, if you're watching me in battle,
You're the one that was saying. What do you... Oh, the
actual enemies.
The power of the demon-possessed assassin should make up for how twitchy everyone else gets, right?
How do I open this? I don't know if it's part of another... Oh. Something down here.
So it was you.
You.
Oh. Hello.
At the well.
That's for the Voss family.
So I guess I can expect other things to open up here?
I think it's
Maybe?
gone.
Few deaths are more deserved.
We should send word to Ida. No one needs to fear the well anymore.
But that's not what I wanted. I wanted that chest. What's this? The Blighted Tree. This is a holy place. The tree draws strength from the earth, just as the first elves did. Some younger elves grow trees in the cities to honor their ancestors. Roots have a tendency to dig down and gnarl up, and twist around things they aren't supposed to, though. Hoping that metaphor doesn't stick. So, I guess, is it supposed to be below? Well, if it's below, it's sealed up, so... So apparently there's this thing that only shows up if I walk right up to it. Okay, that makes total sense. I guess, what, I'll just walk around and fight Darkspawn? Won't it open now? I need to kill 5 more here. Welcome with me. Okay, so I guess it's only counting the ones in the Fade, because I definitely killed more than 15.
The wing thing. Do you do that on purpose?
I don't. Why?
So you just naturally look amazing when spite helps? Some people get possessed and become mounds of pulsating flesh. You get wings.
Lucky me, my demon has a sense of style.
Now can I open you? Finally. That was stupid, and I'm not even gonna use this, am I? Ability damage is always a crit. Using an ability consumes 20% of your maximum health. Ooh. Ooh. It might be a little bad. Yeah, I can heal all that back with my dagger. Just do some upkeep. Just check my enchantments and stuff. And I guess I'll check out the regrets that I picked up. Hello.
How do you know literally everyone?
I don't know literally everyone.
Almost. Every time we meet someone, you already know them. Morrigan, the crows, the wardens, and the chantry lady with the big hat. Not to mention the Dreadwolf himself.
How is that everyone? You didn't even list 10 people.
Well, the crows and the
Feels
Grey
like a lot of
Wardens is a
people.
lot of people. I assume there's at least 10. Do I have anything else? Ooh. Dragon Skull. Slaying of an ogre. That's cool. Although, I wish they'd have a little homage to Origins. It's the original ogre design. Kinda. It's kinda original ogre design. I wish they had the one where the Grey Warden is like mounted on top while the ogre's on its back, like the original finisher in Origins. Did Dragon Age 2 have finishers? Probably.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
Please do. I need to hear an actual voice now and then.
Can't imagine why.
I'm starting to dream that I'm a griffin. Squawk.
Well, you get high marks for effort.
He's toying with me. So what brings you by?
Just curious, really. Wondering what it's like being a Grey Warden. There've always been these legendary warriors living apart from the world.
Don't know about that. I spent time with people who were bad right up till they took their vow.
How so?
Weishaupt is the last stop for the wrong sort. If you're facing prison or worse, you can always join the Grey Wardens and take your chances with the Blight.
And just how, wrong are the wrong sort?
Thieves, brigands, pirates, and the odd murderer now and then.
Sounds fun, right up to the murdering.
At least now they're murdering Darkspawn.
I've heard about Weishaupt. Never been there.
It's a giant fortress and home of the Grey Wardens. It's been standing for as long as anyone remembers. At least since the first Blight.
Does it have floating buildings like the Lighthouse?
No, but things float up from the latrines.
What?
Fun bunch you hang out with.
The wrong sort have their charm.
Has your first warden always been, well,
A stubborn bastard?
one way of putting it?
He means well in his own way. He's old-fashioned. Tradition is everything. Keeps us disciplined. We never deviate from it.
He'll have to. Elganon and Gillinane won't play by his rules.
I don't trust that
If
guy.
he even believes in them. The man doesn't have much imagination.
He's so
Even the right
dismissive
sort
that it
can be the
feels
wrong
like
sort.
I don't know, it just feels like he's being purposefully ignorant. I don't like either of these. I don't want to say I want to join the Wardens, but like, oh, I prefer prison. It's a bit dramatic, isn't it?
You don't seem the wrong sort.
No one's born a hero.
You're really selling it.
It gets better. When Darkspawn threaten a village, when innocent people are in danger, then we swoop in, swords held high, armor gleaming, while 100 faces look to us for salvation. And they all live to see the sunrise because of what we do.
Okay. Now I get it.
Best part is the warden fighting alongside you. Maybe they've done some bad things in the past. But after that day, it's different. There's some honor in their life where there wasn't before. Nothing like seeing redemption happen before your eyes.
But do people really change deep down? Or do they return to their old ways?
Maybe we need a bit of both. When the storm comes, you don't want farmers and florists fighting archdemons. It takes the wrong sort to put the world right.
Kinda like us, I suppose.
Minus the
Not
skeleton.
really. The
I
wrong
don't
sort,
know.
though.
Manfred
We're all
the
kind of just
Warden
good
has a ring
people.
to it.
How about we quit while we're ahead? See you around.
Why do you run around in fancy mage clothes?
Because I like them?
You're barely even wearing a shirt.
You fight Anton with a bare midriff.
Everything all right?
We're fine. Just trading fashion tips. So what I wear is a problem for you?
It's not. It's just... Why dress like that? Are you trying to make your mother happy?
Is this about what your mother said on the beach?
No.
What'd she say?
Tasha's mother said that Tash acted more like a man than a woman.
And you feel like you should wear dresses to make her happy?
No. Can you imagine me in a dress? I'd look stupider than I'd look stupid.
While I'm fine with this character moment happening, and I feel like eventually, like, if a character like Tosh is non-binary, which I believe I saw, now, I mean, like, in the context of the story, now is not the time. Like, I know the pacing is really bad. I've spent like nearly 40 hours doing a bunch of stuff that isn't the main story. We're messing around a lot. Like, what is this? This is like maybe a couple days after Minrathous was attacked. And we're having like a little character moment of Taj talking about gender roles and such. It's like, it's fine. I'm fine with the conversation. Like, I don't know, just right now, I feel stupid for saying this because I was messing around with a bunch of side content, but still, it doesn't feel like now's the time. Although, I guess the story has to ramp up at some point, so I guess when is the right time. So, this is more of a nitpick, it's not really a criticism. I don't know what this means by it's not about the dress.
Tosh, if you don't want to talk about this...
No, it matters. And Nev, sorry I was an asshole.
No harm done. Your mother didn't just make you angry. Something she said got its hooks into you. Why?
It feels right when she says I act more like a man. It feels right. Why does it feel right?
Tosh, do you like being a woman?
Nobody likes being a woman.
Ah.
This is stupid. Forget I said anything.
I'm not sure. Again, this is why I hate the dialogue wheel. I'm not entirely sure what my character means by this. Being a woman shouldn't hurt. I'm like, that could mean anything. I don't know what. Any new functional's definitely not it. Here to help. You're getting there. Being a woman shouldn't hurt. I don't know what you're getting there means. I'll just say we're here to help because that's the only thing.
If you don't want to
that makes
talk
sense.
about it anymore, we won't.
That's not what I wanted
But
to say, you
whatever this
stupid
is,
motherfucker. I swear to
This
Christ.
team is here for you.
I still don't know what this is.
Some of my friends in Minrathous talk about not feeling comfortable in their own skin. As a man, as a woman. I could see if they'd like to talk. Maybe what they say fits how you're feeling.
Yeah. Okay. And thanks. You do look really pretty.
Oh,
To look at, I'd smudge your makeup.
thanks for letting me down gently.
Have you created what we need?
With this, the proper ritual will sunder every titan from its spirit. But you must know those severed dreams will certainly be driven mad. A disembodied blight of pain and anger. It is awful what we're doing.
And the only way to end this war.
Solus made the weapon that killed the Titans. No, not killed. He cut away their dreams and left them broken and mindless. He passed me in the halls of Skyhold for a year. He made polite conversation, and he knew. He knew what he did.
It's the only thing that feels like it makes sense.
I can't even imagine.
Can I just say I'm sorry? Like, there's just no need for these extra words. I swear to God, please.
I know terrible things happen in war. But to do something like this...
The Titans were the size of mountains. I doubt the elves were winning their fight. He considered this the cost of saving his people.
Fear and guilt make people do stupid things.
To do such a thing. No wonder regret eats away at Solus.
No, it's worse than that. That isn't what Solus regrets.
I wish at
Those
least
severed
one
dreams will
person
be driven
felt
mad,
apathetic
a disembodied blight of
towards the
pain and
Titans,
anger.
because I'm not really.
You can't.
I'm not really feeling the connection.
That's not possible.
When a warden hears the calling, it's like a song in their mind. Sound familiar to you, Lace?
The song of Lyrium. Of the Titans.
We think of the Blight as this monstrous force with no mercy, no compassion, evil incarnate. Instead, it's a caged animal, mistreated and imprisoned for centuries, until all it knows is fear.
Fix the Blight?
What does this mean for Darkspawn? Should we be trying to help them?
I don't believe so. If the Blight is a corrupted dream, Darkspawn may be mindless manifestations of its anger.
Right. They're not people. We're never going to get through to them.
The Titans are a problem for later.
I need to
We have
replay
anger now and
Awakening,
tyranny
because
to deal with now.
And then I want Solus
are they truly not
to
people? I
look
don't
me in the
like.
eye
Did they not have?
and answer for what he did.
Each of these
Did they not have
memories has been a
agency,
deeper regret.
even when they were given the
And
ability
almost
to
all
like
of
speak?
them involve Mythal.
Only one mural left to uncover by my count. If we find it, we'll see what's worse than this.
I wonder how I opened that. Is that with the regrets? I assume no.
I knew that you would find me soon enough. You need the power of a god. The strength that I alone still carry.
The blighted Evanuris will soon break free from their prison. I must make a stronger one that can contain them.
While the prison is important, it is not the only goal you seek.
Why should I not tear down the veil and bring back immortality to all the Elven people? They deserve it.
The Elven people of today do not deserve to see the world they love be torn apart to salve your conscience.
I must fix what I have broken. I am sorry.
As am I, old friend.
Solus killed Mythal? After all that? Is this another memory from a different time?
No. He wore that same outfit in the Inquisition. We knew Solus woke up in this world without most of his power. Now we know how he got it back.
By killing
So that
the
was
only other
recent?
god around and stealing her power.
All that epic magic and godly power. In the end, it comes down to love and murder. Same as always.
Again, I'm missing what happened in Trespasser, so if that regret was shown in that DLC, I have no clue.
So we've got all the Dreadwolf's deep, dark secrets. Anything we can use?
He's being honest about fighting the Blight. Whatever happens, he won't risk letting it back out into the world.
Agreed. But he has a plan to escape that prison, and not one we'll like.
He turned on Mythal, the one person he was actually loyal to. There's no way he won't turn on us.
He's a spirit, or was once. He might be able to possess someone, affect minds, all the things spirits do.
He created the Veil. His very nature is tied to it. That will be a source of strength, but also a potential weakness.
Mythal has him all messed up. Anything about her or Elgernon is gonna make him angry. Sloppy.
Solus thinks he knows what's best for everyone. Anything he does, he'll do while telling himself he's the hero.
Solus has caused a lot of damage, but he's not like Elgernon, trying to wreck the world to rule it. He's trying to repair the damage he caused, and he knows he made mistakes. There might be hope for him.
You don't think he'll turn on us?
That's not what I
No,
fucking said.
He's totally gonna turn on us. I mean, after that.
Also, I wish I could. Oh my god. He's just. Love God.
You have witnessed the Protector's tale, Dweller. Almost to its end.
Almost? How can there be more?
When the mighty fall, their echoes cross the ages. An audience is warranted. Speak with your visitor. She awaits you in the Crossroads.
Okay, looks like someone awaits me at the Crossroads. Oh, Morrigan.
Well met, Rook.
How did you get here?
I did tell you I had my ways through Illuvians when I introduced you to the Inquisitor, did I not?
The Illuvians in general, yes, but not the Dreadwolf's Crossroads.
I would think you have more pressing questions at the moment. Questions about Solus and Mythal?
Mythal?
The two gods have always been linked, have they not? First, when Mythal bade her companion spirit to abandon the Fade and take on mortal form. Then, when Solus spilled Mythal's mortal blood, that he might absorb her power as his own.
Wait, how do you know exactly what we saw of Solus's past?
Think upon it, Rook. You saw for yourself in the Dreadwolf's memories. When Mythal stood against the gods' manipulations of the Blight, she was betrayed and struck down. Yet she survived and returned ages later to aid the Inquisition in its hour of need.
Okay, so that was later
How?
on. I don't know, man. Something about spirits.
So, if Mythal was originally a spirit, maybe that's how she survived her body's death.
Very good. Mythal was a spirit turned elven. And when her body was struck down, to spirit, she returned. Her essence sheltered in a willing mortal vessel. Over the centuries, she journeyed from host to host, slowly amassing her former power anew. Until once again, she was struck down, on this occasion, by Solus. He absorbed her power, but not her memories.
Then where did they... Wait. You?
As you say,
So, you're the next host of Mythal?
Believe it or not, as you choose.
Something down there I need to look at.
What? That was like how Elganon and Gillinan can talk in your head, but...
'Twas Mythal you heard, her echoes. Yet I am not the goddess returned.
What are you then?
I once feared Mythal would consume me were I to carry her, but 'twas not so. I remain free-willed and mortal. What I now possess is but a spark of Mythal, shadowed memories through which to sift for meaning. As to our admixture, I suspect you have questions.
How can you carry Mythal's soul if you're not an elf?
Her spark has sheltered within both elves and humans who were sympathetic to her in thought and circumstance. Mythal's last host was a woman wronged, trapped by those sworn to love her. We may readily imagine their kinship.
She talking about like the Flemeth host? It's hard to remember. We know the legend of Flemeth, or like the chastened tale of Flemeth. It's been a long time since I've heard it, so I'm not entirely sure.
I guess someone as powerful as Mythal could bond with whoever she wanted.
Perhaps her death at the hands of the other elven gods forced her further from your people.
You would have met Solus in the Inquisition, right?
I did indeed. 'Twas before I possessed Mythal's memories. At the time, I thought Solus a scowling elven apostate whose sole passion was finding arguments. He heard me, in all my ignorance, expound on the histories of the elven people, explaining legends he had witnessed himself.
Bet he loved that.
'Tis not a memory that brings me pride.
I just don't really remember, like, Morrigan did have a presence in Inquisition, but I can't imagine a moment where she ever really interacted with Solus. Like, when she first gets introduced, I'm trying to remember. She's kind of just sitting in the garden the entire time. Oh wait. First time she's introduced, that's in, like, Orlais, I believe. And then she's sitting in the garden the entire time, and then there's a whole pool of freaking memories or whatever the hell.
So, there's the soul of an elven god inside you. How does that even happen?
Mythal's last host was my mother, Flemeth.
Oh.
When I learned she intended me to become the next receptacle of an ancient god's soul, I feared naught would be left of my own. It inevitably came to pass on a deep night. I was awakened by the presence of a blaze of magic in the shape of a woman who both was and was not my mother.
Wow. You woke up to a god floating over you.
'Twas a state between dream and wakefulness where strange things may happen to the spirit. Mythal's memories were both gift and burden, this blazing woman told me, but I must accept them of my own accord. The decision was paralyzing. What would it mean to become such a host? What would be lost if I refused? In the end, 'twas something in my mother's voice which guided me.
What was that?
Regret. Not the regret of a god, but of a mother who knew she would never see me again. And so, my mind remains my own. What I gained was knowledge. both Mythal's and of those who bore her.
Do you have information we can use against Gillenane or Elganon? Or Solus?
The last time Mythal faced Elganon and Gillenane, she was struck down by the very dagger you now carry.
What about Solus?
You may recall he murdered Mythal's former host to claim her godly might as his own. I hoard no untapped magical secrets, Rook. What I do possess, I share freely with you and the Veil Jumpers.
All right. You didn't come out here just to tell me you're Mythal.
I am not Mythal in her entirety, but yes. The Dreadwolf has occasion to visit you in dreams, where he portions out advice. And now, after finding his memories, you have peered into his deepest sorrows. Tell me then, what do you make of Solus?
I should ask you. Mythal knew Solus better than anyone.
I would influence your answer. Or do you mean to discover if I would stand directly against the Dread Wolf were there a need?
Would you?
I shall aid you in any way but that, even had I the power. What has passed between Solus and Mythal? I beg you, do not ask this of me again.
Solus talks a lot about what has to be done, being forced to make hard choices. But it's like he's trying to talk himself into it. I think, deep down, he doesn't entirely believe what he's saying.
'Tis exactly like the old wolf to tie himself into the most intricate knots. 'Tis not malice which made Solus your opponent, but conviction, a belief that only he may halt what he set in motion. Yet Solus was once beloved of Mythal. 'Tis his very loyalty and love for his people that led to the tragedy we now face. You may be in a position to determine how it ends, more so than either of you might realize.
If that's what it takes.
Such determination. Have you not even a tremor of doubt?
Wouldn't do me any good.
If you would shape the outcome of your battle, I've one last secret to share. When Mythal was struck down by the other gods, it was with her own lyrium dagger, the dagger you now carry. Solus recovered it from Elganon, and from it extracted a fragment of Mythal that had lain hidden within its depths. This fragment, a younger sister to the one I carry, if you will, resides here, in the Crossroads. I can open the way for you. Find her, survive the encounter, and the essence you obtain will aid you in times to come.
Another fragment of Mythal.
This is gonna be another
in addition
dragon,
to the
because
one
I don't
inside
want to
you.
fight another one.
You are aware of what the word fragment means, are you not? One small piece of many, formed when something greater is broken. The first elves were spirits, as you well know, and when a spirit is broken, it may shatter into pieces, each holding part of the original. Among the ancient elves who became known as gods, Dirthaman and his brother, Falondine, are but one example.
I remember Falondine, like, being a freaking bow in Dragon Age Origins. And assume Dirthaman was probably one too.
All of that sounded great until survived the encounter.
You know Solus, and have seen Elganon, and memories of Mythal. They are creatures of emotion, as all spirits are. The fragment of Mythal that resides in me lived among mortals for thousands of years. She has grown wiser and more patient. This younger sister has not. She is the essence of Mythal as a god. She is unlikely to listen to polite requests, and though she is but a fragment of the goddess, the battle will test you sorely.
If she's just going to attack us, why tell us about her at all? We have enough enemies already.
A fragment of a god's essence is a powerful thing. It may give you options against Algernon and Gillenane, or against the Dreadwolf.
Is this even a
himself.
story thing, or is it going to be
Should
like
he prove as cunning
a
and
ring?
treacherous as ever?
If I were to try to talk with her, do you have any suggestions?
She will demand respect, but detest flattery. She appreciates righteous anger, but will not tolerate pity. She is, for want of better phrasing, prickly. But if you are determined to try, then I wish you luck.
What kind of spirit was Mythal before she became an elf? I know Solus is elven for pride.
Mythal enjoyed ruling and having power, but it came not from the overweening desire to crush resistance, as is the case with Algernon. The emotion that inspired her might best be described as benevolence, a guiding hand, inclined to kindness. But like any spirit, when angered or twisted against her purpose, a more violent aspect arose. Where the Dreadwolf's wisdom gave way to pride when the world did not meet his standards, Mythal's benevolence gave way to retribution. After all, when kindness fails, the guilty must be punished.
You would know this aspect of Mythal better than anyone. Could you try talking to her?
I dare say she would attack me on sight.
Spirits can't get along with fragments of each other.
Spirits, certainly. But the aspects of a self-righteous god who have walked different paths for ages? One bears the insult of her betrayal by the Evanurus, and then by Solus, as fresh wounds, insult upon injury. The other once fell in love with an Alamari chieftain and lived happily in a swamp for centuries. Each reminds the other that another path existed, that they could have been wrong, and nothing angers Mythal like being wrong.
Thank you for the information, Morrigan.
This better not be another dragon.
There is one more thing, if I may. Something whispered not by myself, but Mythal. The elves have learned many of the glories and horrors of ancient Elvenon. Yet your people live in this world now as the old elves never could. Know it as they could not. There is your strength. 'Tis why you shall surpass what came before one day.
Did Mythal see this? Is it a prediction?
A hope from a mother to her distant children, no less beloved than any before them.
When did Morrigan get this, like, crown thing? I know it's, like, Flemeth's, I think. Did she get it in Trespasser? I don't remember how... I don't see how else she would have gotten it.
A god's fragment, sharper than the whole. Prevail, or be sundered completely.
We're getting close to where
Messed
Morrigan
of
said
the
that other
ancients.
fragment of Mythal was.
This definitely feels like a dragon fight. I'm not gonna lie, I don't want to do this. Traitor's last word. They accused me of treachery against Fen'Harel and cast me down from the heights. I protested my innocence then. I protest it now, crawling with my limbs shattered, but there's no one to hear. So I offer myself up for the execution that once most pleased the gods. May the name of Nunail be cleansed with flame.
has to be her.
New nail, I
How
don't
should we
familiar.
do this, Rook? Do you think she'll talk to us?
Guess we'll find out.
This is a dragon fight. This is very clearly a dragon fight. This is a dragon fight. I see that. No.
You are Rook. I have seen you and your companions. I never again expected to see my children in the Dreadwolf's Crossroads. And you know who I am.
Mythal.
The part of me that survived betrayal by the rest of the Evanuris, if this can be called surviving. Solas. He drew me from the dagger that struck me down, but what is left of me can only survive here. I cannot return to the world, and even the true Fade is denied me. All I can do is watch.
I don't like.
Have you come to seek the blessing of your
I
god?
don't like how Mythal looks.
Or did you come to ask your god to sacrifice herself to help you defeat the monsters Elganon and Gillenane have become?
Do I actually have a choice here? Can I actually convince her somehow? I want your help is a little too... You're not gonna help us. I wanna say that.
Morrigan was right. Talking to you is a waste of time.
You listen to the human and the cowardly echo she carries. Pathetic. You desire the essence of a god and think you deserve it. Then take it if you can!
Oh, my hair's freaking out. That's not the same dragon on the cover, is it?
Everyone get ready.
Right. Of course, she's a big dragon.
Level 45. You're not level 50 though. Oh. Not letting me lock on. Really delayed. Pretty sure you're like she's resistance against electricity, and my entire build is electricity. gonna start spawning little dragons.
Finish it.
Ow, wasn't paying attention. I'm not sure what that is. I'm not sure what you're doing right now. Ow, wasn't paying attention.
Get out of there. Ready to go. Get clear. On to you.
Ow. Ow. Oh. I can't tell what's happening. That damages me still. those ones just explode. Okay. So is there a point then? What do these things even do? Just stand there. I'm gonna kill them just in case. No, decapitate it so we can hang its head in the freaking lighthouse.
We have
What is
it.
this?
The essence of Mythal, the protector.
So the statues are Mythal. I mean, I guess you could have guessed that from the crown, but...
It burns just being near it. But this is the power we need to finish this.
Morrigan seemed to think we'd know how. Do we know how?
I think the moment is coming. When we can turn the tide, we'll know.
So did I just get like a special ending or something? The team defeated the proud and angry fragment of Mythal that met them in battle. They now have a magical keepsake, the kernel of their essence, which may be useful in a future fight. I'll read this one. Medallion bearing the symbol of Mythal, ringed with the notes of a song inscribed in spectral notation, music that cannot be heard in this world. I don't like how the mementos aren't really mementos, they're just a little written piece of thing that I don't even know if it counts as lore because I don't think it really explains anything. That one just said there's a little medallion, but I didn't get to see it. I don't know the history of the medallion. A pale reflection. 20% damage versus enemies with low health. Standard enemies now always considered to have low health. Defeating an enemy grants 5% ultimate. Can I talk to Morrigan about this? I want to talk to Morrigan about this. Morrigan, I killed you, but not you. Are you here? No.
The voices again.
Oh. I wonder if I missed one, because I did do quite a bit of stuff.
Only to see our sanctums defiled. Even Arlathan is trampled by cast-offs and mortals. We must secure the Alluvians.
We shall. The Ontom are uneasy in the Crossroads, but they know their duty.
If they fail, give the best preserve to me for improvement.
Dead on, Tom. We're already on it.
Okay, now finally, I'll move on to Harding.